Hello. So today is April 2nd and I'm back with a review of the Goldie wig. What I did was wear it out for about 5 hours today, and I haven't touched it since this morning when I put it on because I wanted you to see exactly what it looks like. Kind of at the end of the day, not at the end of a work day, because believe me, it will look a lot worse at the end of a work day, but this is just the end of a regular day. So, the front is pretty much fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the front. There's not a lot of wear and tear that happened to the front. But the big thing is the back. So I'm going to turn around and hopefully you can see the back. I'm going to do it slow so you can see it from the side all the way to the back. So here we go. Okay, so hopefully you saw that the back is where the wear and tear has really happened. So I'm gonna take this off just to show you like the underneath of the back, and you can see really what was going on. So I want to show you underneath what's going on with the wig. You can see that it is quite matted. And it has some lint from my coat on it, but it's pretty matted. And just in case you couldn't see it well before from the back, that's kind of what it's looking like from the back. And this is without any combing or touching it or anything. And it's been almost a month exactly. I think I started wearing this on the 7th of March. Yeah, I think so. So it's been almost a month. And now, even though it gets like this, let me put it on this. With brushing, it kind of goes back to normal for a minute. It still, of course, has that matting to it in the back. Like I said, the front is just fine. And that's surprising to me because all through the night when I'm at work, I can't have the hair falling into my face when I bend over a patient. So I am constantly tucking that hair behind my ear. So I do maneuver the front quite a bit as well. But the back, of course, is always rubbing against coats and jackets and shoulders and everything else. And specifically for me, I'm not going to give this wig a hard time about the matting because I am a nurse and I have a stethoscope around my neck that I'm constantly pulling on and off all night. So it's constantly getting tangled up in this hair and, you know, just pulling on it and whatnot. So to me, I think it has held up great due to that fact. You know, if you have a lifestyle where you're not constantly messing around with the back of it, it's still going to rub against your shoulders because it's at that perfect length. But if you can brush it throughout the day, you won't have any trouble with it, I believe. Man, I hope you guys can see this. So I wanted to try something today to see if I can maybe repair these ends a little bit. So I have a flat iron that I'm going to try and see what happens with the ends. Like in this condition even, I don't mind wearing it still to work. I know some people would not like that, but I don't mind. So as you can see, the frayed ends, yeah, I guess they're kind of frayed ends. And I've got this flat iron that goes up to 400 degrees. And I believe right now I have it on 200. I just want to check and make sure that it'll be okay for this hair. Usually I think I use 300. But it felt a bit hot, so I turned it down to 2. So I'm just going to run this through here and bump it a little bit like the wig already is. And I'm only doing the back because I think the front is fine. And I do think this is too cool, so I'm going to pump it back up to 300. But that did a little bit to it. Not a heck of a lot. And I'm only going to do the part that is touching the shoulder, the very ends, because this has that natural yucky texture and I kind of want to keep it that way. So if flat iron it will take the texture away, I only wanted to do it on the very bottom, not the rest of it. So, okay, this is ready. So let me try again. It's taking it out a little bit, and I do believe that it is making the hair a bit silky. So if you are thinking about flat ironing this type of hair, it is going to change, or excuse me, this wig, it is going to change the texture of the hair. I'll let you know that now. So let me turn this towards you and try and flat iron it again. Okay, so it has taken a lot of the razzled ends out, but it also changed the texture. It's not too bad. It's not like a real silky texture, but it's just silkier than it was before, as you can see, compared to the rest. But I think that will give it a little bit more time, especially for people who don't want to wear it frayed like I'm wearing it right now. So I'm going to do it again on another section of the hair. And yeah, it's taking those out pretty well. I think if I had a rat tail comb, it would work even better. But I'm just doing this to show. Yeah. Put a little bit too much curl in that one, but that's alright. So here I'm actually in the top layer of the hair, and I do not want to go too high because I don't want to change that. And if I was doing this carefully and stuff, I wouldn't use this big of a section of hair, but I'm just trying to do something for the video's sake so you can have an idea of what happens. So yeah, it does take the rat out of the ends. And I think it'll look pretty good for a little while now. It kind of, I think originally the curl was more under, and it seems like it's kind of going up now, but that could have a lot to do with the way I'm wearing it. And brush it out, because every day I get home from work I take it off and I just turn it upside down and brush it out, because that's where all the frayed ends are. So I have been brushing it in the wrong direction kind of, and I might have changed the way the curls lie. Oh yeah, it has flat iron, and it will help when your wig gets old to get some of that, get the ends looking a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better now once the camera focuses. So maybe I could go through one day and really do a better job and flat iron this and try and get it back to the style it was when I first got it. But all in all, I'm very impressed with this wig. Like I said, I do a lot more wear and tear to this than most people may on this regular wig. And now that it's getting warm and you don't need a jacket, that'll be one less thing to worry about, getting the hair ratted a little bit on the ends, rubbing up against a jacket. But yeah, I have no problem with this wig. I have nothing really bad to say about it. I have a larger head, and it's really hard for me to find wigs that fit. This one fits. Gotten so many compliments on it, just like insane amount of compliments on this wig. And most people didn't know it was a wig until I told them. And I just really like it. I don't have enough good things to say about it. And now that I see that I can actually flat iron it and get it back to a little better state, I really, really like it. So I'm going to show something that I didn't show in the original video, because it's labeled as a lace front wig, but it's got that little bit of lace that you cut off, and there isn't really a parting space on this wig because it already comes with the parting space on it. So it's just that part of the wig that's lace with where they already put the part, even though the part is very nice and deep. So I love Goldie. I will, when this one gets to the point where I just can't do anything to fix it and it just is awful, I will be buying another one. Believe that. So let's hear it for Goldie. Really good wig. Very natural looking. Alright. Okay, so if you have any questions about this wig, please leave them below and I will answer as soon as I can. Be on the lookout. I have another wig that I want to try out that I'm going to probably do tomorrow. I have been giving myself a hot oil treatment. I did want to mention one more thing just in case you hadn't noticed. I did put concealer on the part, and I've been wearing it like that, and it works pretty well. And I just put, like, usually a little dab. I have my part out, and I put a little dab of concealer to conceal the line of demarcation from where the wig ends and my scalp starts, or my head starts, whatever. And it looks fine. Alright. See you later. Say bye, Goldie. Bye, Goldie.